Hi, I'm Perry Atkinson, General Manager here at theDove. Hey, check out our other videos and check out our website at thedove.us. Welcome back. Delighted to have in the studio with us today Marc Wells and Kristopher Ballard. Marc is the producer of the new movie called Courage of Two, and Kristopher is the director. Both these gentlemen are here to announce, I guess, the public release when tomorrow?
Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. we will be at the Smolin Center on the Rogue Regional Medical Center campus.
That's wonderful. All right. Well, tell us a little bit about it, Kristopher.
It was a film that Marc came up with in 2012, and once we got the script done, we needed to raise money. So the first thing we had to do was shoot a trailer for Kickstarter. And just went from there. Once we got some funding to get the film started, it went smooth sailing from there. So
give us the story behind it, Marc.
The story is that about 10 years ago, my son was rushed into the hospital with, he was blacking out, and we found that he had type 1 diabetes. And while he was there was a little boy that had no hair, and he was watching over him, and for about 2 or 3 days, he just kept peeking in his room. And then when my son woke up, the two became really good friends. They started doing a lot of things together in the hospital, and that went on for about 5 weeks.
Wow.
And my son started getting healthier, and his friend unfortunately had cancer, and he was 6 years old. He made it about 5 more months, and then when we got the news that Patrick had passed, my son was like, well, what can I do to help? And he grabbed his little red wagon and he started pulling it around Medford, and he collected soda cans for about 2 years. And after 2 years, he, with the help of the community and with what he had collected, he sent a check to St. Jude Children's Hospital for almost $10,000.
Wow. That is I don't want you to give the whole story.
Right.
You want people to go see it.
Sure.
But you've been working on this for quite a while, Kristopher, and I don't know, did you film most of it here?
Yes, all of it here in the Southern Oregon area.
Really?
Grants Pass, Medford, where else do we?
Weimer.
Weimer, yeah, out in Weimer, yeah, that's right.
So what are we going to see at the showing tomorrow night?
The trailer for sure.
Yeah.
A clip from the film. We have a music video and behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes,
yeah.
Wow. Is it tough working with kids?
I'll let Kristopher answer that one.
It wasn't bad at all.
Really?
It went pretty smooth. We even had animals on set. We had a big, George?
We had the Great Dane, George the Great Dane.
George the Great Dane. Was he 200 pounds? Or?
Almost 182. And we had horses.
Yeah, horses, yeah, that's right.
So when do you think the whole thing's going to be done? What's your game plan here?
I'll have the preliminary edit done August 1st or so, and then that's just the video of it, and then the sound and the color grading will be done in August in Budapest.
Marc, what do you want to have happen with this film? What's your goal? What's your heart goal on this?
You know, we started thinking about our direction of filmmaking, and what we want to do is we want to write films that inspire people to, they call them to action. And we are hoping that somebody will take away from this film and they will say, wow, what would I do for somebody else? When, you know, what would you sacrifice for another human being? And
you know, there seems to be a real appetite for I say family-friendly films, but things that are just in the realm that you're dealing with here, somebody helping somebody else, very benevolent. I mean, I guess we could use the word clean film. There seems to be a real appetite for it now. Is that what you're sensing?
We are, and Chris has done a lot of research, and well, with where our hearts are at anyway, we would love to do that anyway. So that's a plus. But it seems that that is one of the 3 biggest genres for independent film.
Now you're living this twice. You lived it in real life, and you're living it again, right? I mean, this is a story about your son.
Yes.
And now you're living it again. What's your son doing now?
My son, he goes to Crater High School. He's a wrestler, and he is getting ready to restart his Cans for Cancer campaign, but it'll be on a much larger level. And in fact, when we're hoping that the film does get good distribution, because we want to help Denver with his Cans for Cancer, and Denver has decided that what he wants to do now that he's older and he saw what happened with Patrick. The problem is that we have a major children's hospital on the other end of the state, so there's many families that are here that have to go to that hospital that don't have the funding for gasoline or whatever, and he wants to be able to help Southern Oregon families.
This is amazing. All right. So anyway, let me just say that the premiere showing, or the public premiere showing of the trailer, is that right? Am I getting that right?
That's correct.
That's tomorrow evening at the Smullen Center. That'll be at 7 o'clock, and that's there on campus there at the Medical Center, just across the parking lot there. And is there a charge, or all invite, or what do you do here?
It's open invite to the public, well up to 500 seats anyway.
Yeah.
And there's no charge, and we want people to come out and see what our project is, and we need the public support to just get behind us.
A lot of work, aren't they?
Very much.
Yeah. We got some experience in this, our family does too, and I thought, man, there's just nothing simple. What you learn when you're doing a film, that there's another feeling that comes out of it. The one that you weren't kind of looking for kind of evolves out of it. Did you experience that?
Well, kind of, but I already knew the direction that we wanted to go with the film, and I had written it, and then I went back and did a rewrite, and then I gave it to Chris, and he said, Mark, I have to write it from a director's point of view to make it flow better. So he did move things around. That was a little difficult to watch. So there was some give and take in the film, and so although
but the message wasn't compromised.
The message wasn't compromised, and one of the beautiful things that came out of the film was that a little girl was following us from Idaho. She was following our Facebook page. She actually had the same tumor that Patrick did.
Oh, wow.
And we lost her in March, and so we did a scramble and we rewrote a scene just for her, involving horses because of her love for horses.
Yeah.
And we're going to dedicate part of the movie to her.
Oh,
so,
wow.
yeah.
Well, thank you guys for sneaking in here real quickly. And again, Marc Wells and Kristopher Ballard with us today. The movie's entitled Courage of Two, and the premiere public release of the trailer will be tomorrow night there at the Smullen Center at 7 o'clock. It's free to the public, so get there early and get a good seat. Thanks, guys, for coming in. I can't wait till it's all done.
And Perry, I hope you like us on Facebook with Courage of Two as well.
Okay, we'll do it. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back.